It's the year 1135, the English throne hangs in the balance with the death of King Henry I. This created political unrest and continuous power struggles. With no legitimate male heirs, this led to a bitter rivalry and a battle for supremacy between two contenders. This battle for the crown between Stephen of Blois and Empress Matilda sent the kingdom into a state of unrest and division. Let's discuss the Anarchy. Stephen was born in 1096 into the influential house of Blois, with close ties to both the English and Norman nobility. In 1135, Stephen's ascension to the English throne was a result of contested succession following the death of Henry I. He was initially supported by nobles that wanted stability, but throughout his rule he was constantly challenged. He found it difficult to secure the loyalty of his barons, and that led to a lack of control of the kingdom. His inability to enforce the law and his indecisiveness contributed to a fragmented realm that was marked by strife. Along with that, Stephen had poor relations with the church because of the imprisonment of his brother Henry. He tried to extract funds from the church to support his military, and this created tensions between him and the church. Those disagreements with the church contributed to his weakened grip on power and authority and the instability of the era. The opposing threat to Stephen was Empress Matilda, who was born 6 years after Stephen in 1102. Her claim to the English throne came through her father, Henry I, and being the only surviving legitimate child, it gave her a strong claim. Matilda was a very ambitious woman, which became notable in a society where women's roles were often restricted. Her determination to assert her right to the throne and challenge a system that was very male dominant demonstrated her strength of character. With Matilda's strategic manoeuvring, her marital alliances played a crucial role. She married Henry V, Holy Roman Emperor, which brought political influence and resources. After his death, she then married Geoffrey Plantagenet, Count of Anjou, which helped solidify her position. This allowed her to build support and alliances that would be pivotal during the War of the Anarchy. With the death of Henry I in 1135, England was plunged into a succession crisis, and the contention for the throne and political turmoil set the stage for the War of the Anarchy. Stephen seized the opportunity and was controversially crowned King of England. This divided the nobility, with some supporting him and others questioning the legitimacy of him being king. Matilda, daughter of Henry, attempted to challenge Stephen's hold on the crown by claiming her birthright. Matilda's boldness would set in motion a struggle for power that would define an era and leave a mark on English history. In 1120, 15 years before the death of King Henry I, the White Ship shipwreck dramatically changed the path of the next ruler of England and ultimately contributed to the War of the Anarchy. The sinking of this vessel resulted in the death of William, Henry's only legitimate male heir to the throne. The absence of a male heir set the stage for a crisis around their succession and led to the conflict between Empress Matilda and King Stephen. In 1141, the Battle of Lincoln stands as a pivotal moment in the conflict between Stephen and Matilda. During the intense engagement, Matilda's forces captured Stephen, dealing a significant blow to his claim on the English throne. Matilda's triumph in this moment was vindication for her efforts to assert her birthright. Her strategic prowess and determination had come to fruition. However, this moment didn't lead to Matilda's ascent to power, and despite capturing her rival, her dream of becoming Queen of England remained unfulfilled. Stephen's rapid release in exchange for Earl Robert of Gloucester and the politics surrounding the throne prevented Matilda from realising her ambition. The Battle of Lincoln shows that even at a high point, from Matilda's point of view, the complexities of war were very unpredictable, and she would have many challenges ahead before securing her position on the throne. Robert of Gloucester was crucial in the War of the Anarchy. He was the illegitimate son of Henry I and therefore a half-brother to Matilda. His support for Matilda and his military leadership played a pivotal role in shaping the course of the conflict. Robert organised and led Matilda's forces in various key engagements, including the Battle of Lincoln. While the war didn't ascend Matilda to the throne, his contributions gained Matilda political alliances, which helped secure her position. In the snow-covered winter of 1142, Empress Matilda was besieged at Oxford Castle for around 3 months, with the aim being to starve Matilda out. One night she decided to try and make an escape, and it is said that she was wrapped in a white cloak and lowered from St George's Tower with rope. She then, camouflaged against the snow, crossed the River Thames, which at that time was frozen over. Her white clothing stopped her from being spotted by the opposition, and she managed to reach safety after wading through heavy snow for 6 miles. In 1153 the Treaty of Wallingford was established and negotiated by Stephen's Queen Matilda of Blois. This played a significant role in shaping the outcome of the War of the Anarchy. According to the treaty, Stephen would remain king until his death, but Matilda's son Henry Plantagenet would succeed him. Stephen's son Eustace was of course not happy with the idea of this, but his death in August of that year simplified those matters. This arrangement was a compromise aimed at ending the prolonged period of strife and helped secure a smoother transition of power. This agreement effectively ended the turmoil and provided the platform for the establishment of the Plantagenet dynasty. The War of the Anarchy inflicted a heavy toll on England, leading to widespread devastation and a significant cost of lives. It also resulted in the destruction of property and communities. In the midst of the chaos, the monarchy began to erode and power became fragmented between lords and nobles. The weakened control of royal authority allowed local power structures to thrive, which further contributed to the division of a unified realm. With the death of Stephen in 1154, this marked a turning point in the history of England, with the ascendancy of Henry Plantagenet. With Henry being crowned king, this would start the Plantagenet era. This era would go on to establish a more stable monarchy, which aimed to restore royal authority and bring order and unity to a kingdom which had been ravaged by years of strife. The legacy of the anarchy casts a shadow over English history that resonates through the ages. The devastation and turmoil shaped the future of the kingdom and allowed for the emergence of an organised monarchy epitomised by the rise of the Plantagenets. Stephen and Matilda, both determined figures, left their imprint on the course of the monarchy. Stephen's efforts to stabilise a fractured realm showcases the intricacies of leadership during a time of conflict, and Matilda's efforts challenged the norms and potential for women to influence the power in England. The anarchy gives us insights into resilience of a society in the face of adversity, and an appreciation for the interweaving power dynamics that shaped medieval England. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for similar content, and I'll see you soon.